All right, welcome everybody. For those of you watching on live stream or watching this at a later point, um, this is the Defend Nonprofit Annual General Meeting. Um, the point of an annual general meeting is to essentially give an update on the status of our organization and to generally bring the general public into our circle behind the scenes, give sort of a state of the union of our nonprofits, health and finances, etc. The uh, main point for today is that we are going to be talking about uh, everything major that we've done in the last year and some hopes and projects that we're going to be working on for the next year. Um, I'm Jason. If you don't already know, I'm with our management committee, and it's my pleasure to host this presentation tonight. Primarily because I'm really, really proud of the work that our teams are doing. For me, I'm a volunteer, and right now we have a team of approximately 160, 165, I think, 163 people right now. So volunteers are, we are a volunteer run organization, and volunteers are the lifeblood of our organization. Our mission is to reduce risks for people online and to try and protect children and vulnerable people from online harms of all kinds. So it's really special that we have so many people, so many great and talented people volunteering and sharing their gifts with our organization and with others to try and push this mission forward. We have a presentation here, and I don't think it will take more than 30 minutes or so, but we'll see as we go. Um, for those of you who don't know, we were started in 2020. Eventually, grew we grew significantly fast right out of the gate, but right now, as I said, we have more than 160 people working with our organization in some fashion. These people are located in approximately 25 countries, and they are working on 25 or so different teams. They all have weekly team meetings. And as a virtual organization, we conduct all of our team meetings here on Zoom. Um, but we have a relatively low overhead as an organization, being that we're volunteer led and volunteer run, and the lifeblood, again, of our organization is volunteers. Over the last year, we have made significant progress in a variety of areas. We set some goals for ourselves the year before, and uh, we happily brought forward our Map to Hope support group, which is a support group for minor attracted people, so we can help reduce risk before it even happens. There are hardly any supports for people in this community. And as an organization, we felt that it was a huge gap in our methodology for wanting to protect people online. We also have just exciting. I can't tell you how excited we are that we launched our We the Defenders Parents Workshop as well. It is a 6-week workshop, and it is now available for sign up. It is going to be operational throughout the year. And once we have, I think it's 7 or 8 people in a cohort, then we will schedule a, uh, a workshop to start running. And It's really, really exciting. If you're a parent, you have a child that is of the age of going on the internet, then I would encourage you to learn more about this program. We are creating a lot more creative content in a lot more timely fashion. We have a new series on our YouTube channel called Digital Danger Diaries, and it's really exciting that we are able to turn around stories and produce high quality content and tell meaningful, impactful, real life stories um, that are really short and sweet. You know, the average episode for a Digital Danger Diaries video is about 2.5 minutes. And we are producing them around once a week, which is really exciting again. One thing that we have failed to do significantly in the last year is to bring in a lot of funding like we wanted to do. We are still applying for grants, and we're going to get into the fundraising endeavors in a couple minutes. But um, generally speaking, the undertaking for fundraising is quite huge, and we don't have enough people. Right now, I think we have 4 or 5 people on our fundraising team, and it's not enough. I mean, we could probably double that, and I would probably say the same thing. But it's from companies like Slack. Uh, it's from companies like Slack that are helping to shape our organization in a meaningful and impactful way. We want to send a very, very heartfelt thank you to Slack. We applied for a grant, or I guess their nonprofit program, and we were accepted. And right now we are enjoying Slack services, their pro services. And if we were to pay out of pocket for this, it would be costing us more than $10,000 per year, which we wouldn't be able to obviously afford. So we are so grateful for Slack coming through and for providing this service to us. Also, another big thank you to Canva. Canva has been providing us nonprofit services for free for the last 3 or 4 years, and it's just amazing using Canva. Um, these are the two main companies that have given us grants over the last couple years. Slack significantly because we were using as a team, we were using Skype. And if you don't know, Skype shut down in May of this year. And we were kind of frantic and we didn't know what we were going to do. And it was quite a feat to try and move 165 people to another communications platform. And Slack is just, I can't recommend it enough. And I just love the service. I think everybody on our team loves the service. So thank you to Slack and Canva and anybody else who has made any kind of generous gift over the last year, which is very impactful for our organization. Um, Bringing in revenues is a huge issue for us, given that we are completely virtual, given that we are volunteer run, and that our visibility primarily exists only through social media, which is, you know, what we suggest is not great. Some fun facts over the last year, we had 1,100, more than 1,100 team meetings occur across our organization, which includes Defend and 65 Square teams. And in that time, that the accumulated team meetings and personal time tracked for all of our team members. And keep in mind that it's not mandatory for someone to track their time with our organization, but for those who did, they tracked, uh, including attending team meetings, they tracked a total of 9,033 hours over the last year. And I want to kind of go through very briefly some of the people. Actually, I'm just going to scroll through the whole list. On screen is a spreadsheet with the accumulated hours both time tracked as well as an hourly rate that's associated with a particular role. And these are our different teams. So if you can just track one team meeting, one team meeting times an hourly rate for that type of role for that particular person. Um, that's how we're calculating this. This is not something where somebody gifted us this money in particular. This is the value, the in-kind value of team meetings that were tracked across our organization, as well as um, the attendance for everybody across all of our teams. And we can see here, like we have some very significant numbers. Um, and just, everybody that's on this list that has contributed to our teams in some fashion over the last year deserves a huge round of applause. And we are so grateful to kind of receive these kinds of gifts from people, which is really, when we're in this business of being a nonprofit, $100,000 is not something that we would be able to pay for. But all of these people have graciously donated their time. Some have, made special accommodations to be a part of the team. And generally speaking, we want to just give all of these people so much applause and again, thank you and gratitude, because our organization wouldn't exist without all of these people that you're seeing on screen right now. So if you're seeing your name, thank you so much. I think probably in another video, we're going to do some sort of a thank you video for everyone and name everyone personally. But tonight, I'm just kind of scrolling through fast. And if you see a team that you might want to contribute to, if you see a particular role that you think might be great for you, it would be good to think about volunteering. So get on our website, HelpUsDefend.com, if you want to learn more about our organization. And the grand total for everybody's time tracked, as well as attendance, and the hourly rate according to everyone's role for the last year is $492,729, which is outstanding. Like it's just remarkable, and I can't even begin to fathom that as a figure. But I mean, that's the value of all the in-kind gifts from our team members over the last year. Also, over the last year, we've given away a significant amount of Amazon gift cards. Like some of you may have already seen, we, since 2022, have been giving away as thank yous or acknowledgement, or just generally randomly, to team members across our different teams, Amazon gift cards as a way to say thank you. We've given away $4,700, more than $4,700 Canadian over the last 3 years or so. And we couldn't do that without you and your donations. And if you have donated over the last couple of years, thank you so much. And yeah, if you're interested in donating, obviously you can get on our website, HelpUsDefend.com, and learn more about that. And you can, help make these kinds of gifts available for our team members. I'm going to get into a little bit a different portion of what we're looking for as far as gifts are concerned in just a few minutes. But generally speaking, this is a lot for us. $4,700. That's been like gifts that people have, this is monetary gifts that people have donated to basically help fuel our volunteers. Maybe not everyone has had a chance to win a gift card, but it's something special that we want to kind of use as a way to just say thank you, not only to one single person, but to the team as a whole. And I think whenever anybody wins, whenever we're in a team meeting or something, and there's a draw for an Amazon card, it's just so remarkable that like everybody will start like, being so caring and empathetic for the people that actually win the card rather than, you thinking about winning themselves. But anyways, our year end came to an end on May 2nd of this year. And of those in-kind donations, $145,000 will count towards what we put on our tax return. And this is up 18%, almost 19% from the previous year, which is amazing. Unfortunately, that only leaves us with tangible net assets of $898 as of the year end. I will also get into what our education team and our advocacy team and our 65 Square teams are doing. So if you don't know, education is really the a big part of what we started as an organization doing and what we continue to do. Right now, I think we have 13 or 14 people on our education team, and they're creating amazing content on a weekly basis. As I said earlier, after nearly 2 years in development, we have deployed our We the Defenders. I call it a course or a workshop, but it's really just 6 weeks of parents getting together. Parents that are strangers at the beginning, and by the end of the 6 weeks, 1 hour per week, they are no longer strangers. They are intimately acquainted with each other. They are support networks. They are people that care about sharing their life experiences. And they are there to genuinely, make their child's lives or any children's lives better in their immediate vicinity. So if you're interested or someone who is a parent who has a child that is, somewhere in the age 3 and up range that likely has access to the internet, they should be taking this course. And it's, basically free. It's a sliding scale. You can give what you want as a donation to attend the course, but for 6 weeks, it's basically nothing. It's basically showing up for 6 weeks in a row. That's the ultimate cost here, and it's something that I think is priceless. You cannot afford to not do this. I think that's what I meant to say. Anyways, it is an amazing course, and it's offered virtually on Zoom. As I said, we have cohorts that will get together, and they will be basically in the same cohort for the 6 weeks. And then after that cohort is finished with the course, then we will bring in a new cohort of parents, and then it will continue throughout the year. This is going to be an ongoing program, so it's very exciting. I want to share with you just a little bit behind the scenes of the workshop. This is a short little promo, and then we get into a 2-minute excerpt of inside the actual workshop. So let's take a look.
I realized something the other day. I made sperm bots, 2 of them. They walk around my house. They know how to unlock my phone. One of them tried to buy Roblox dollars
the actual
with my
workshop.
credit card
So
twice.
let's take a look.
And somehow I'm supposed to keep them safe online from everything. Predators, creeps, algorithms that know their insecurities better than I do. This is why I signed up for We the Defenders. 6 weeks, 1 hour with other parents, real talk, real strategies. None of this just turn on parental controls bullshit. It's basically internet self-defense for parents who think Club Penguin is a little edgy. So if you got kids online and you want to sleep at night, sign up. You're not crazy, the internet is.
Zuckerberg, in effect, is the algorithm designer in chief, correct?
I received an MBA from Harvard, and they emphasized to us that we are responsible for the organizations that we build. Mark has built an organization that is very metrics driven. It is intended to be flat. There is no unilateral responsibility. The metrics make the decision. Unfortunately, that itself is a decision. And in the end, if he is the CEO and the chairman of Facebook, he is responsible for those decisions.
Facebook internal research provided by Frances Hogan to the U.S. Senate found that 13.5% of teen girls said Instagram worsens suicidal thoughts, and 17% of teen girls say that Instagram contributes to their eating disorders. Just over 2 weeks after Hogan testified, Facebook's parent company changed its name to Meta. Social media platforms have created a new phenomenon for its users of any age, which is the aspiration to become an influencer. In our new digital world, an influencer has become one of the most glamorous and lucrative jobs. However, to become an influencer, an individual must generate content that attracts large social media followers who spend a lot of time watching the person. Moreover, an influencer must have the ability to sway their audiences through postings, promotions, and opinions, and as she or he is being paid for this capability. Along with this power comes many dangers and responsibilities, because oftentimes an influencer's audience is young, impressionable, and will believe every word that an influencer says. Over the years, there have been several examples of abuse from followers, trolls, and the influencers themselves, mostly.
So that is just a short excerpt of our We the Defenders 6 weeks parent course. It is now operational. If you want to sign up and get into the next cohort, if you're a parent, this should be mandatory. This is teaching you how to protect your own children and those children around you online. And it has been almost 2 years that we've been developing this program, and we're so happy that it is now available. So moving on, we have the workshop, as I said, and then we also have a new announcement for our education team. We are going to start developing an in-school online safety program. We hope that this program will be ready for the next year's AGM, but we have not started yet. But generally speaking, we are in the very, very early preliminary stages of figuring out what this is going to look like and how we are going to push this forward and get this in schools. It's going to be very difficult. We know that. And we've been, hopefully preparing ourselves for this kind of a program over the last 2 years that we've been developing the parents program. Our advocacy team, on the other hand, has been struggling a little bit over the last year. We have been pushing for mandatory media literacy, social media literacy classes in all elementary schools. And this has been a huge struggle to try and get governments and school boards to pay attention to this. If you are in contact or have connections with a school board in your area and you want to help push this forward in your own jurisdiction, please send us a message on our website, HelpUsDefend.com, and we would love to hear from you. And this is essentially what our advocacy team is doing. They are pushing societal changes forward so that tech companies and governments can basically make people safer online just from making change happen. We did have a very disappointing event happen this year. In March, we were very excited that we had um, member of legislative assembly person Nicole Goring in Edmonton. She's a member of provincial parliament in Alberta. She agreed to serve our petition that we had signatures signed. We had I think over 300 signatures signed in less than 24 hours or so, for pushing forward for media literacy classes in all elementary schools. So Miss Goring agreed to serve our petition. We sent her our petition, and then we basically didn't hear back from them, although they had sent us an email, and then we didn't. I don't know, maybe it had slipped through the cracks or whatever. But uh, the legislative sitting happened from March till May, and they didn't serve our petition because they were waiting to hear back from us. And unfortunately, now it won't be until October when they do serve this. So that's when I guess the members of provincial parliament get back to action, or get back into like, apparently they have like a 4-month break or something, but I am not following that much. I just know that it was very disappointing that they didn't serve it the petition as they said they were going to in the time frame that they said they were going to. The reason is that apparently some people on the petition didn't include their addresses, and they wanted to, like, I don't know, ask us if it mattered if we had those people removed from the petition, but it was just kind of it felt kind of nonsensical. Like, I don't know why, like, we couldn't have done anything about that. And I don't know why they needed our input for serving the petition. But in any case, it may be moving forward, it may not. But we know that in the UK and in Australia, we see action happening right now. In the UK, we have a huge amount of of lobbying that we're doing, as well as government action that's happening. In Australia, if you're a child that's age 15 and under in Australia, coming up in December, I think, you're no longer going to be able to access social media if you sign up for a new account. And I think eventually they are going to be putting in, like, the law is basically that the social media companies are going to have mandatory age verification or ID verification for people that want to use it over the age of 16. And it's very exciting times, because this is something that we've been asking the Canadian government for and the US government for the last 4 years. And we see it happening in other jurisdictions. So our advocacy team has been pushing to connect with other NGOs and other stakeholders in those jurisdictions. So if you are in Australia or the UK and you want to help push these issues forward faster, please connect with us and send us a message on social media, Help Us Defend, or on our website, HelpUsDefend.com for our email address. And then we will definitely love to partner or collaborate or do something to push these issues forward. Our social media team, on the other hand, have been making some strides. Over the last couple months, though, we had a very disappointing thing happen. We had YouTube shut down one of our YouTube channels, and it was just for something, again, what I'll say is just nonsensical. The reason that they gave us just doesn't line up with anything that that makes sense. Like, our content had not violated any terms of service, and suddenly we woke up one day and our 65 Square channel was just shut down. We did convert another channel into a new 65 Square channel, but it was very disappointing that we had lost so much momentum over the last year. On our main Defend corporate channel, that is monetized, which is where this video is right now. In 2023 to 2024, we had approximately 23,000 views and approximately 453 watch hours. And in that time, we kind of made a little bit of money, not like a lot, but some of our revenue came from YouTube. $54 came from YouTube. And we can see that has our view count and our watch time has significantly increased over the last year, which is great to see. More people are being able to find our content. More people are, finding that it's of some value to them. And yeah, we're just so excited to be getting our message out in any fashion. Our social media has been up consistently year over year across all of our socials, about 200%. But these platforms, as you may already know, are responsible for more than 134 million child sex abuse reports. And we need to stop using them. We have our social media platform that we're building. 65 Square is coming soon, but there's only so much that we can do as an organization of 160 people. We rely on you to share our message. We need action to take place. We want to push these issues forward. And if you feel like you can do something, one of these three things, probably fits within what you're capable of doing. So if you can volunteer, amazing. I would say most of our team members put in about 5 hours per week. And if you can put in 5 hours a week and you're interested in joining a team and coming into a professional atmosphere, great. We would love to have you. I mean, we have 60 different roles available across our organization. So, go on our website under the About Us section and you can find a list of all of those different roles. If you can't volunteer, you don't have the time, maybe you can donate, $5-10 a month, maybe, $100 for, some kind of a prize for some of our team members or whatever. You can direct us to use your donation however you see fit. And if you can't do any of those two things, one thing that is absolutely free is just sharing. Sharing this video, sharing our other videos, liking them, commenting on them, showing the algorithms that are so poisonous, showing these algorithms that people are interested in these messages that we're looking to put out there. And if you're doing that, that is in effect helping us. So a free and cheap way, free and easy way to push these issues forward from the comfort of your own home. Our fundraising team, though, has been doing a lot of work over the last couple months. We had, I think probably 8 months ago, we had no people on our fundraising team. And right now we have 6 people on our fundraising team. So right now we have 3 main priorities for fundraising. We have events that we are doing. We have grants that we are applying for. And we also have donation requests that we are sending out to different private corporations. If you are a private company, if you own a company, you're associated with a company, and you think, hey, we would love to partner with you or collaborate somehow, that would be great. We would love to do that. But maybe you guys have the ability to donate something like a product or maybe even a service. Like if you're a hair salon, maybe you can give a gift certificate or something. And that way we can, transform that into something that would be helpful for our team members and in effect, push our mission forward just a little bit. But any little bit helps. And the donation requests right now that we're making, I'll tell you, we made a donation request to an airline. I'm not going to say the name of the airline yet because they haven't responded. Um, actually, yeah, I guess there's no harm in us saying we made a request to WestJet. They actually have a donation program, and we have a contest coming up. So one way that we want to use a donation from WestJet, for instance, is to be able to give a trip to the winners of the contest. So fingers crossed that we are getting a donation like that from a company like WestJet, who has millions of dollars in profits every year, and they have a program set up for donation requests. It was about a month and a half ago that we made the donation requests, and we should hear back from them soon. But like, these are the kinds of requests that we're making right now and that our donation request team is working on. We are also working on grant applications. So we have a grant application that's coming up. We're going to be applying for money from the Ontario government in the next couple weeks. So a very big grant application looking for it's probably going to be somewhere in $15,000 to $20,000 range. We've applied for many grants before. I think it's been about one per quarter, but we just haven't been able to click as far as like getting actual money flowing into the organization. Again, we're so thankful for the donation requests that we have received from Slack and Canva, as I already said, but it's just not enough. Like, we need to keep pushing harder and harder and pushing these issues harder and making more opportunities available for our team members. As I said, our fundraising team is also looking to do events. And one of the events that we are doing is a really unique event, which kind of ties together with our new dating app that we're building, which is called Dating Square. And we have a game that we're wanting to play here on a live stream sometime in the next couple months. This is a game where if you're a single person and you know anything about dating apps, this would be perfect for you. Now, on screen here is what are basically two profiles from a dating app. And this is just a fictional dating app. We basically, the like and the dislike with the heart and the X, these are basically meant to look like profiles from a dating app. And it's, you couldn't tell these from dating apps. One of these people is a predator that actually went on a dating app and then preyed on someone. So one of our events coming up where we were looking for prizes is for this event. We also have another contest coming up, our 3D scanning event. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But this which one is a predator event? We're looking for several people to play on a live stream. It's going to be fairly lighthearted, but there is serious undertones here. Because if I push play, you'll see there is one of these people is a fake profile. The other is a predator. And basically the game is going to be, which one do you think is a predator? And on the left here, you can see that this is the fake profile, which means that on the other side, we can see this man Aola, he's 23. This is a real life circumstance. He met a woman named Mackenzie Lueck on a dating website called Seeking Arrangements, and he basically murdered her in Utah, and he was sentenced to life in prison without parole. This is the kind of activity that we want to do more of, so we can help bring awareness for our products and our mission. If you want to play which one is a predator, please go on our website and send us an email. And then we would love to hear from you. Once we have enough people, then we will schedule this event. And again, as I said, it will be a live stream event on YouTube here. As I said, also, we have our 3D scavenger hunt coming up on August 16th. It's quickly coming up. The deadline to register, if you want to register for our 3D scanning scavenger hunt, this is coming up on Sunday, July 20th. So you have, what is it right now? It is July 11th. You have 9 days to register for our 3D scavenger hunt. You need a team to register, and you would be going around in your particular area in your city, and you would be using our 3D scanning app to scan different things that we give you on a list. So it's a very fun, lighthearted event, and it will be everybody will be connecting on a live stream on Zoom here. So we will be broadcasting this. So we will be checking in with all of the different teams that are scanning in different cities around North America or around the world. This is not limited to North America, but it is taking place at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, August 16th. So there are some great prizes to win. Go on our website, HelpUsDefend.com, if you want to learn more about this event or any other events that we are going to be doing. Coming up, also, we have a bunch of different projects. As we said, we just announced the new project for our education team. They're going to be starting to work on, they're going to be working on a project for developing what I would say is probably an under 60-minute presentation for in schools. That's one of many projects that we have on the go. I think we have more than 20 projects right now across all of our teams. We're also going to be doing another season of Dark Side of the Web. If you haven't seen it, our last 8 episodes were released a couple months ago. Dark Side of the Web is an animated series you can find right now here on our YouTube channel. Please go check it out. Please watch it, share it. And, there's a lot of great learning lessons that can be seen in each episode. Also, we have a referral program that we're working on for Map to Hope, our MAPS program. We're looking to make referrals to service providers, people that are in the mental wellness sector that are okay with dealing with the MAPS community. And some therapists, unfortunately, are not. So we're building a program for being able to refer people to service providers. As most of you will know and have been anxiously waiting, our dating app and 65 Square project are coming very soon. Our Dating Square app is in the very final stages of development and testing, and it should be on the app stores by August 1st, which I'm very proud to announce. It will be on the app stores by August 1st in some fashion. I am not sure if it will be fully finished, but it will be on the app stores. We're going to make sure it's going to be on the app stores by August 1st. So there is, a commitment to you. Circle the calendar. We will be announcing it formally, once we have a firm date. We're also looking to do a launch party sometime in the next couple months. So if you have a bar or a restaurant or some kind of a venue that would be an interesting place somewhere in Canada or North America to do a launch event, we would love to talk to you. So please send us a message on our website. Again, HelpUsDefend.com. And it's looking at the pace that we're at right now, our full social media system, 65 Square, which will also encompass Dating Square. But this is our full 3D full 3D, all ages, ad-free social media platform is coming in Q1 of 2026. So sometime after January 1st, we have some parts of the system that are almost fully developed, but it is a very big project. We have, I think, 19 different modules or parts of our system, and it's very, very exciting, but it's also very scary. It's a very large system, and I can tell you right now, we have more than 100 people working on 65 Square. And pretty much all of these people are volunteers. Some of them have moved to paid roles, but pretty much 99% of the people on the team are volunteers. And if we had 200 people working on this, I don't know that that would be enough, but it's a very exciting project, and it's very heart-wrenching to hear stories about real children and people being scammed, and people, children being harmed on social media in some fashion. In the news, we see it every single day, and we see some exciting things happening in the US. Just recently, we have the US Supreme Court has said that if a website or an app has more than 1/3 of its content being adult content or pornographic content, then that platform then needs to do meaningful age verification, which means on places like Pornhub that we're now going to start seeing in the US, we're now going to see age verification with ID, which is extraordinary, but it's not pushing these issues fast enough. Real kids are at risk online right now, this very moment. It's something like, several thousand kids per hour are at risk of exploitation or child sex abuse in some fashion on all major social media platforms, from Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, dating apps, adult dating apps. That should not be happening, but it is happening, and we need to do something about it. 65 Square is that project. So please talk about it with your friends and family. Let them know. How else can you get involved? You can volunteer, as I said, donate and share. And that is our presentation for tonight. If you have questions, you can put them in the comment section on YouTube. And thank you so much. And I hope that this was an impactful conversation for you, or you learned something about our organization. And I expect to see you next year at our annual general meeting, and stay tuned for more great content here on our YouTube channel. And thanks for watching.